Well, today I think I'm going to do a much easier turning than the last two I did. Not that the segmented turning was hard to do, it just takes a lot of time to do some segmented turnings. And the one before that was actually really hard to do. It was the piece I cut off on maple burl, had a branch running down the middle. It really beat me up. So it was actually a lot of work. Today, I'm going to turn a piece of wood I know turns nice, and that is black walnut. I'm going to get this mounted up on this side, try to make a natural edge out of it. I have a flat spot here and a hole for a worm screw. When I get it mounted, I'm going to show you why I think this is going to be a really pretty bowl. Be right back. Whether it stays or not, I can see a little chatoyance in this face right here, but it might go away. But it's encouraging just to see that. I'm going to start from this side over here because of the bark, and we'll get a little shape on it and see where we end up. So looking at the end, you can see it has some cracks, but I think they're going to get turned away, and this end as well. I'm going to start from this side to try to keep that bark on. I just sharpened up my 5/8 bowl gouge, and I think we're doing about 650 RPM. 670. Went ahead and moved down to the bottom here because I think I've got the bark taken care of up on the top. You can notice I'm using tailstock support, and I probably don't need it, but why not? Yeah, this is getting fun. Okay, there is a little chatoyance right here. Maybe some right there. So we may keep some of that. And we need to do some blending here, decide how long it should be and how straight up and down that goes. Okay, I think I like that. I'm going to switch to my 1/2-inch bowl gouge though to clean this up. Alright, I decided to go ahead and touch up the 1/2-inch bowl gouge. The last thing I cut on it had glue in it. It was the segmented turning. And glue doesn't cut as nice as wood. Okay, I think that turned out real nice. And I think we can go ahead and sand this. I need to do something down here. And I don't want to get it much shorter, so I may go with a recess. Let me go down and work on that, and we'll be about ready to sand this. Using the jaws that I have, I need to put a dovetail in this so it'll grab it. This little tool is very handy to do that. I think I'll just shear scrape that with my 1/2-inch gouge. Okay, I think it's probably time to do some sanding. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and get this sanded up, but I wanted to show you that I did see chatoyance when it was kind of a flat, rough cut. And it's right there, and we have some right here, and it all seems to be in the sapwood, but that's fine. So I'm going to sand the ends without the lathe spinning, starting with 120 grit. It's fairly smooth, and then we can sand under power down here. And sand in reverse at about probably 350 to 400. Alright, I'll see you when it's time to get some finish on it. I'm going to go ahead and put some sanding sealer on this. It's called Zinsser Seal Coat. Well, it's certainly dark. Here we go. There's chatoyance right in here. Yep, that heartwood is very dark. which is okay. It's got some color in there, in the grain. Anyways, I'm going to get a couple coats of this on, and then I'll get it flipped around. I might just put the shellac on at the same time, front and back. So it looks like I can get at that okay. Alright, I'll see you when I have it flipped around. I've got it flipped around. I'm going to keep the tailstock support for as long as I can. I'm going to use a 1/2 inch bowl gouge, so I'm not taking real big bites on that bark because it's not on there real tight. We're doing 760 RPM. Put some light on this. It's really hard to see anything. Alright, I think I've got to move the tailstock again. Okay. We're getting there. I've got one little spot right here. I need to flatten that out to the rest of it. So I think I'll use the 5/8 bowl gouge. Not too bad. I think I'm going to use this negative reg scraper, which I just sharpened up. Try to blend this in, come up maybe about halfway up. Okay, I think I can sand it from here. So let me get set up and we'll do that. It might take a little while, but we'll get it sanded. I'll be doing a lot of sanding, just holding the piece and then sanding mostly on the ends here. And by the time I get down there, there's just a little bit that I can do under power. I'll start with 80 grit, and if I do run it under power, it'll be going forward at about 380. I'm going to put a coat of the seal coat on there, shellac based sanding sealer. And I think it looks pretty good. It was worth all that work. Yeah, that's a pretty piece of walnut for sure. And there is some chatoyance in here. Not a whole lot, but there's some right there in the middle. And now, I'm going to use this little brush and we'll go over the bark with that. I'll get another coat of this on and then I'll put the shellac on. It'll look just like this. So I will be back when all the finish is on, and I don't have a tenon to remove, so we're in pretty good shape. So it's probably going to be maybe tomorrow when I get this all wrapped up. See you then. The piece is up against the padded block in my chuck, and I'm just blending that recess in. When I get that done, I'll sand that nub off and get it all finished up. Well, here it is. It is all done, and I think it has some really beautiful grain in there. And there is chatoyance. It's just a matter of if I can get it in the right lighting, you'll be able to see it. But if you see a little dark stripe coming down right here and it lightens up, well, it's on the outside, and you can certainly see the chatoyance in it. So that's the same area. And the grain on the outside is pretty cool. There's the base, but I just love the grain on the inside. It finished 10 inches long, 3.5 inches tall. It's sanded up really nice and smooth. There's the bark. That feels good. That nice smooth sanding really helped when I put the finish on it. That'll help bring out lots of beauty in your wood. So I used 2 coats of shellac based sanding sealer and 2 coats of shellac, followed by the Axe abrasive paste. I just love how this turned out, and I sure hope you enjoyed the video. If you did like the video, do me a favor, click that like button and feel free to leave a comment. Both of those things will really help my channel grow. I do lots of different types of turnings, and you never know what might be next, so be sure to subscribe if you want to see more. And a special thanks to all my current subscribers. You really mean a lot to me. So, till the next time, see you later.